Hello guys, what's up? I'm Brian here doing another video for you guys, and this time I'm talking about the latest Transformers Robots in Disguise figures to be revealed thanks to the Transformers Robots in Disguise app. The first thing we're going to be quickly talking about is the Activator Soundwave with Laserbeak. This isn't necessarily a reveal, but it's finally posted on the app, so I just wanted to quickly say that. Anyways, the next thing we'll talk about is the Activator Optimus Prime with High Test. Now, High Test I don't really care for. I mean, I don't care for most of these Activator minicons. Just after the Weaponizer stuff, I don't really care for this kind of lineup. I'm not saying that it's bad, it's just some of the minicons don't really look that good to me. They feel uninspired, like the Trick Out one, just I don't really care for. High Test I don't really care for again. But the Optimus Prime looks kind of cool. We don't necessarily know what the toy is going to look like, but I really do like his weapons that he has on his arms. I think that's pretty cool. Moving on from that, we've got Lunar Force Primestrong, which is a repaint of the Primestrong figure. That was a Crash Combiner with Optimus Prime and Strong Arm. And this one seems to be painted in the Blizzard Strike color scheme for the Optimus Prime. And then Strong Arm seems to be in that Patrol color scheme, maybe? I don't necessarily know, but I'm not seeing a lot of blue for the Strong Arm part, so I'm just taking a guess. But yeah, it's just a basic repaint. And then we have Shocknado, which is not Sharknado. I thought it was Sharknado, but no, it's not. It looks kind of cool. It's a repaint of the Skyhammer figure, and it's all in the purple and the lavender color, which looks very nice for it, with the red looks pretty cool. I really do like the deco for that. And then moving on from that, we have Dragbreak, which is a combination between Dragstrip and Wildbreak, which is just a Stunticon that combines the name of Wild Rider and Breakdown. And it looks kind of cool. I like the sea monster look of the face, whether that's intentional or not. It just looks like a sea monster to me. I don't know if anyone else gets that vibe. It's very spindly, but to its credit, it's got a consistent theme to its mold. Not so much its paint scheme, even though it's got red at the bottom and on the top, which is pretty good. The mold-wise, it is spindly at least, so it has a consistent look to it. And then moving on from that, we've got the Crash Combiner 4 set. So these are 4 Transformers that combine into one. The first one we've got is Ultrabee, which is a combination between Bumblebee, Grimlock, Strongarm, and Sideswipe. Strongarm and Sideswipe make the arms, Grimlock makes the legs, and then Bumblebee makes the torso. From the CGI photos, it looks like they might be able to work in some arm articulation, like elbow articulation, but I think these are going to be pretty simple figures. I will say this doesn't really look too bad. I don't know, I kind of like the color scheme of it, so I don't know. But these aren't really toy images, these are just the CGI renders for the game. So there's not really much to talk about with that. Moving on from that, we've got Menasor, which seems to have a gun, but we're not sure if the actual toy itself will come with a gun. It kind of looks like the same gun that comes with Thunderhoof, so I don't know if they just added that to this figure, or like some of the other weapons for some of the Robots in Disguise Warrior class figures. Thunderhoof actually has Menasor's weapon, but I don't know. Just like Jazz has the Decepticon Hunter, and I think Ratchet has some of the pistols that were used for the show. Anyways, it seems like Dragstrip and Wildbreak will form the arms, and it seems like Off-Road is going to be included with the set because the legs seem to form a truck with red windows, and it seems to be in gray. So I think that's going to be Off-Road, and then the torso is going to be Motormaster. I could be wrong about that, but that's what it seems to be. So unfortunately, there's no dead end, but at least my dead end figure that I have is not going to be, I can still have that dead end in my collection, basically. Anyways, I think it looks alright. I like the torso, I like the shape of it, but I don't think the toy's gonna look that good, but I'm kind of interested in it. And then the most interesting thing that we've gotten, something that I didn't really see coming, is Galvatronus. Now, we can already tell that the main torso is going to be Cyclonus, so they're not going to change that from the Combiner Wars figure, because Cyclonus seems to be... It seems like they're going to add him to the show eventually. We've already got a Legion class version. So what's the other characters? Well, the legs look like it's going to be a repaint / remold of the off-road legs used for the Menasor set, but I don't necessarily know. But the arms is the most interesting part for the set, because they look like they're made up of blue, and one of them has yellow, one of them has green, but mostly blue Viacons. It looks like they're going to be the flying Viacons, because I'm not seeing any tires, I'm actually seeing some wings on that. So, if these are the flying Viacons, then yeah, I can't wait for this. Even though, if they have robot modes, they're separate robot modes, it's probably not going to look good. At least I want that alt mode in my collection. And, as far as the look of this guy, it's not that bad. It's kind of weird with the blue arms, but I guess the blue arms is meant to be like the Scourge the Scourge stand-ins is what I'm trying to say. So, who knows? Maybe one of them is Scourge, and then the other one is like DevCon or something like that. We'll just have to wait and see. So with that out of the way, that's my opinions about the Robots in Disguise figures that have been added to the app. We'll probably not see the full images of the toys up until the Toy Fair, which is coming up this weekend. But with that out of the way, I am kind of interested to see how some of these will look in their toy forms. We'll just have to wait and see. And does this mean that Cyclonus will be added to the show sooner than expected? Anyways, with that said, I thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun doodads, and I'll see you guys next time.